This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform to help you stand out and succeed online, but more on them later. So I'm not talking about the AP Swatch Royal Pop anymore. I can't do it anymore. But this collaboration had a lot of enthusiasts asking, why would I spend $400 on a plastic watch when there are genuinely great watches at the same price? It's a great question. So if the goal is getting the best possible watch for $400 to $500, these are some of the best places you can put your money. Now, I needed to start this list with the Seiko 5 GMT because I found it so compelling that I personally bought one, and I still think it is the best value in class. So, a mechanical GMT that retails for $495 USD, and you can find it on sale for less during the usual sale seasons. I think watch prices can be so relative that sometimes it feels like $500 isn't a lot to spend on a watch. I find this is about the biting point. This is where something becomes a serious consideration and it hurts when you're putting your card down to buy it. So for me, this was a decision I really mulled over. I thought about a lot. It wasn't a haha impulsive buy. But I am so happy I got this. I'm so happy with it. I have the blueberry variation or the blue black, but it is available in other colorways. It has a case diameter of 42.5 millimeters, which I'd usually say is too large, but with the shorter lugs and a 46 millimeter lug to lug, it is pretty small wrist friendly. 100 meters of water resistance. It's just a very good, robust tool watch. Enthusiasts might point out that this is not a true GMT, but an office GMT or a collar style GMT, meaning the 24-hour hand is adjusted independently, but it's just a silly enthusiast nitpick. It tracks multiple time zones effectively. It's a great watch. I have two Citizens on the list, but let's start with the Tsuyosa. First introduced in 2022, this became an instant hit thanks to its versatile styling, a great go-anywhere, do-anything package with a good spread of colors. Fast forward to now, 2026, the Tsuyosa is available in two sizes, so the original 40mm and a smaller 37mm. Still great colors and gives an affordable integrated bracelet option, sporty luxury feeling. These retail for $475, but are often on sale, especially during the big sale seasons like after Christmas, summer sales, for about $350 to $400. So I'd recommend waiting, but that's because I love a deal. You know, I'm not going to stew on this for too long, but the fact that you can get a stainless steel Tsuyosa, a great wearing watch, great specifications, a mechanical movement that's actually serviceable for the same price as a bioceramic AP swatch, it really puts into perspective how horrible the value is on the swatch. Let's stop being grumpy. The second Citizen on the list, the Zenshin. To keep it on budget, the 39mm super titanium center seconds. Keeping the integrated bracelet look, sporty day-date complication, titanium material, so a more premium material choice, and a very wearable 39mm size. Classic proportions, go anywhere, do anything style, 100 meters of water resistance, and powered by their Eco Drive movement, which is their proprietary solar quartz movement. People go crazy for solar quartz, like Tag lists it as a selling feature for their new F1s, or Cartier does the same. Citizen has been doing this since 1995. This is hardly a modern technology. I think this might upset some people. I've gone for a more upmarket Casio G-Shock, the full metal, but I really just wanted to highlight just how far this amount of money can get you. There are still lots of resin case, bright, fun, colorful G-Shocks your money could buy, but for under $500 you could buy a more premium G-Shock that will outlive a Swatch. I need to stop at coming for Swatch, I'm so sorry, but it has a lot more functionality and it looks good on wrist. My personal favorite is the GMW B5000 series. I am partial to the square classic shape, but there's also the Casio shape, the 2100 series. These come with a ridiculous amount of functions: stopwatch, world time, countdown timer, 5 daily alarms, 200 meters of water resistance, and powered by a quartz movement. but an actually serviceable quartz movement. I'm so sorry to keep being shady towards Swatch. I really dislike this. You could change a G-Shock battery by yourself with just a small Phillips screwdriver and a pair of tweezers, or go to a local repair shop. I think longevity matters. I think it matters to have products that are robust and will keep working, or at least serviceable. It's some of the romance of watches, and it's a fair criticism of Swatch. I need to stop comparing everything to Swatch though. I said I was done. I'm trying to think of other things that are robust and will just keep working. Like my website. Which brings us to today's fabulous video sponsor, Squarespace. Nailed it. But for real, Squarespace is one of the best resources I have as a content creator. I wouldn't say I'm someone who's naturally good at design or branding, and this is where Squarespace comes in. Using their cutting-edge design tools, you can build a gorgeous website that matches who you are and what your business is all about. You can look through their library of professionally designed website templates, find the one that feels like you or speaks to you, plug in your information, and bam, you've got a website. Or you can use their Blueprint AI, just putting in a few prompts and basic information about your industry and let the AI magic take over. Everything is still fully customizable, so drag and drop, change font, remove pages, add pages, whatever you want to do. Maybe you sell products, watch straps, merch, photography, prints of your photography, whatever your thing is, their online store tools have you covered. You can manage products, payments, inventory, and shipping all in one place. Then, to top things off, they help your website get found with their integrated SEO tools or search engine optimization. They do meta descriptions, auto-generated sitemaps, stuff I don't know how to do, but it ensures you show up more often on search engines. Go check out squarespace.com/BritPierce for a free 14-day trial, and then use my code, the BritPierce code, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. They're awesome, you're awesome, and thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Okay, the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. This is another staple of listicles like this, so I won't dwell here long. But I'm always surprised by how competitively priced these are, how robust they are, and the quality of watch in hand. So this is a field watch, and it prioritizes legibility first. High contrast style display, available on a NATO strap and bracelet, mechanical movement, powered by the H50, which is a modified ETA 2801-2, an in-group movement for Swatch, manual winding, 80 hours of power reserve, a very good movement. They have also just released a 36mm variant, which I find very compelling online. I've always wanted the 38mm, and this might tip the scale for me. I should ask if they would send me one in to review. Would this be a useful video for anyone? Would you like to see a 36mm versus a 38mm, or just a review of the 36? If this would be useful, let me know in the comments down below. The Orient Star feels like a hidden gem. For context, Orient Star is the more premium, enthusiast-focused side of the company, with a higher degree of finishing, more refined casework, upgraded bracelets, and they're more ambitious in the watchmaking department. To stay on budget, it cuts down a lot of the catalog, but the contemporary date still falls in what we can buy. Great looking dial and layout, sapphire crystal, and an in-house movement from a brand that quietly makes some of the best value mechanical watches in the industry. This isn't a hype purchase, but an informed decision. Japanese watchmaking you can wear daily. The Tissot PRX has become a darling of the modern Tissot catalog for a few reasons. For one, it made an affordable, integrated sports watch that's actually still cool. And two, it is still rooted in heritage. It's 1970s and 80s without cosplaying as a genta design. It offers very good finishing, a good wearing experience for the price. At $400 to $500, I expect a proper watch. I think everyone should, which this is. So 100 meters of water resistance, a very versatile design. You could wear this to the office, you could wear it to the beach, out for cocktails. It's a great all-rounder that gets respect from watch geeks. To stay on budget, we will need to go with the quartz variation, but quartz comes with some advantages as well. Slightly thinner, grab and go. You don't have to bother with winding. It's reliable, set and forget. I think the PRX has proven itself to be more than a fad watch, to be more than an of-the-time watch. I still like the design now, and every time I see someone wearing one, I think, okay, that person's done their research and decided to make a great choice. I don't think we've had a diver up to this point, which just feels wrong. So the Seiko Prospex Turtle SRPE 93, come on, look at this. How can you not love this? How can you not have a soft spot for the turtle? I feel like it's not trying to be cool, it just accidentally is. It's chunky, slightly awkward looking, unapologetically tulle, with the Seiko superpower of somehow wearing smaller than the dimensions would suggest. For your money, you're getting an automatic movement, 200 meters of water resistance, and a very specific Seiko charm that can't be replicated. Okay, I wanted to throw in a bit of a weirdo, and that's what the Brew Metric is. Brew is a New York-based micro brand founded by an industrial designer. The whole concept of this watch was built around coffee addiction and timing ritual. So the Metric was designed around timing the perfect espresso shots, which is why the chronograph layout feels a bit different. I mean, I'm not going to be using the functions for their design purpose. I'm not as specific about coffee as that. Some people are really crazy about their coffees, but I love that someone made this. I think it is such a fun conversation piece. Design-wise, it feels like a weird 1970s TV shape, pops of color, and an asymmetrical dial. The movement is also weird, so it's technically quartz, but a mecha quartz movement, meaning you still get that satisfying mechanical click. The pushers are snappy, it's a crisp mechanical jump when you reset the hands, but still grab and go reliability of quartz. It is funky and weird, whilst also being a thoughtful, different interpretation of the chronograph. I really like it. So that is my official list of 9 watches, but there's a lot of notable shoutouts here. We need to talk about these. I tried to make this list not the usual suspects, but before you furiously type out, "How could you not put on the Seiko Presage? I told you she knows nothing about watches." Hear me out here. Number 1 notable shout out, the Seiko Presage Cocktail Time. I just said it, but it needs saying again. Affordable dress watch, everyday style. The Tissot Gentleman. I know people will be coming for that one. They love the Gentleman. I just prefer the PRX, so that got selected as my Tissot choice. The Orient Bambino. They never let you forget the Bambino, and they shouldn't. Insane value, great dress watch. In conclusion, at $400, we are no longer in cheap watch territory. Around this price, enthusiasts start to expect legitimacy, as they should. If your goal is to buy something well made by serious brands and watchmakers, and something you will wear for years, that is what this video is for. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and thank you to the Pope tier patrons. Oh yeah, get their names on the screen. Ooh, hello Pope tier patrons, hello all tier patrons. Guys and gals, just anyone who's watching, I had so much fun making this video. I love talking about watches that are affordable but still like pack a punch, and I think it's important to highlight watches like this. I hope I was able to put in things that are a little bit different than the usual suspects. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for supporting the work we do here. I love that my full-time job is talking about watches, and you guys make that possible. Thank you so much. I hope you keep enjoying the content here. And even if you don't, I hope you keep enjoying watches forever. They're fabulous, you're fabulous, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.